Hey guys! In today's episode of my experience with blank, I will be talking about headaches and migraines. For those of you who've never had a migraine or a headache, I hate you. Just kidding, I'm jealous of you. And for those of you who get migraines and headaches, I empathize with you, and I know you empathize with me. With my headaches, they're usually caused by stress, overthinking, or actual physical tension stress. And usually what works for my headaches is a combination of Excedrin or ibuprofen and 1 shot of vodka or whiskey. Alcohol is a depressant and a relaxant. And since my headache pain is caused by tension and stress, it helps relax me and take the pain away, so I can actually function better than before. A remedy I used to make all the time was vodka bears. You take a bunch of gummy bears, put them in a container, get your favorite vodka or whiskey. I used vodka. And you fill the container so that the vodka covers all the gummy bears. And you let it sit in your fridge for 3 to 5 days. The gummy bears soak up the vodka and they swell up to be like twice their normal size or more. And whenever I would feel a headache coming on, I would just grab a small handful and pop those like Excedrin. And they were more effective for me than Excedrin. But with all my gut health issues that have popped up over the years, I can no longer tolerate gummy candies. It just upsets my whole system, and it's very discouraging and sad. But thankfully, 1 standard shot of whatever drink I like is enough to take away the pain, and actually enables me to focus better than before. What works for my headaches might not work for yours, and what works for yours might not work for mine. My point in sharing what works for me is that if you deal with similar pain and you haven't found what works for you, maybe my remedy might help you. I also will take Excedrin if it's still pretty bad, and I'll go for my herbal tea as well. My headaches hit me a couple times a week, usually when I'm overthinking things. And it's not totally debilitating, but it's enough that it's like I feel useless, I can't really get much done. And it's frustrating. But like I mentioned, a single drink is usually enough to knock the pain out so I can actually get stuff done. Now with migraines, it's a totally different ballpark. If headaches are an angry, vicious mini Doberman Pinscher, migraines are a rabid Rottweiler. Those of you who have dealt with both, you know exactly what I mean. And those of you who haven't, hopefully this will enlighten you and help you understand. My first migraine was in high school. It was sophomore year. I was in class. I believe it was an economics class. And I was paying full attention, and my vision in my left eye got really weird. It got blurry and distorted. And at that point in time, I wore reading glasses. So I thought maybe my glasses are dirty. So I took them off and I cleaned them as carefully as I could. Put them back on, and I'm like, it's not better. This is weird. And so I rubbed my eye, hoping maybe there's just a little dust or something. Or maybe I got some eye boogers that covered my iris. And no amount of rubbing or closing my eye as hard as I can, then opening it again, nothing worked. My vision just kept getting worse, and it was scary because I'd never experienced that before in my life. This went on for a few minutes, And then I realized this is not going to get better. This is not going away. I need to tell my teacher something is wrong, and I need to see the nurse, because I have no idea what I'm dealing with. And then, a little bit before I talked to the teacher, I started to feel nauseated and dizzy. I'm like, okay, this is really not good. So I told the teacher. He was very understanding. He let me go to the nurse without issue. I told her what was going on, and she gave me Tylenol. Here's where I'm going to do just a little ranting. Tylenol does not do anything for me, really. I know some people, Tylenol is all they need. And it's good for you. That must be really convenient. But Tylenol might as well be sugar pills to me. They don't really do anything. And I remember being very frustrated and saying, there's something really, really wrong with me, and all you can give me is Tylenol? Don't you have anything stronger like ibuprofen or Excedrin? And the nurse was like, no, all we're allowed to administer is Tylenol. And I'm like, fine. My mom ended up having to take me home because my visual distortion, dizziness, and nausea just kept getting worse. So I stayed home the rest of the day, and that was not fun. Had the curtains shut, door shut, lights off, and I tried to sleep it off. I was pretty miserable for several hours. And I remember researching later and finding out, oh, I had an actual migraine. That's weird. Never thought I'd have one before. Then I got another migraine junior year. This was a little different though. I was in history class with one of my favorite teachers. Her teaching style really kept my attention, and she was funny but serious. And with my ADHD and other learning issues, her teaching style worked amazingly for me. I was able to focus and retain everything that she taught me. And I got the visual distortion again, and I'm like, oh no, not again. And I got really dizzy and nauseated again. But this time it was so bad that I actually had to run to the bathroom, and I threw up. And I remember thinking, why now? Why does this have to hit me in the middle of my favorite class? Why? I told the teacher what happened, and she sent me to the nurse, and then Mom took me home. Same story as the first migraine. Stayed in bed, was unable to do anything. It was miserable. Then senior year, I got another migraine. Same exact thing, except this time I was at home. It was night. Mom and I were watching TV together. I got the weird visual stuff, and I thought, oh, come on. But then I got numbness and tingling in my left hand. Like the feeling you get when you fall asleep on your arm and you wake up and it's like a dead fish. It felt like that, but in my hand. And I'm like, what is going on? Am I having a stroke? Am I going to die? And then the numbness reached my mouth. Oh, and by the way, I'm not wearing rings right now because I plan on doing the kitchen as soon as this video is over. But, I remember thinking, I'm going to die. This has got to be a stroke, because I know the stroke involves numbness in the face and the hands. And I was just really scared. I told Mom, my tongue is numb, I can't feel it, and my hand is numb too. I basically was talking like Jar Jar Binks when he got his tongue stuck in the electrical current of the pod racer. And it freaked me out so bad. She called the nurse hotline that's provided to us through our insurance. We told her everything that was going on. She was able to calm our fears and reassure me, no, it's not a stroke. You're gonna be okay, it's just a really bad migraine. Drink some fluids, take Excedrin, and don't do anything strenuous. and just try to relax. And I just remember being so terrified because I'd never had that numbness before. And so now, whenever I get a migraine, my left eye gets all blurry, my hand goes completely numb. Well, not completely, more like 80% numb. I can move it around, but I don't really feel it a whole lot. And I also get the numbness in my face for a bit. And within a half hour of all that hitting me, that's when the pain starts. So from now on, whenever I get the visual distortion or any numbness or weird feelings in the back of my head, I'm like, battle stations. So I'll go for the Excedrin, some tea, good comfort food that's nutritionally sound. I'll put on my comfy clothes and I'll just try and relax as much as I can. Last night was really bad. I had a good day. I did 3 song covers. I was able to do the kitchen. I was able to shower and play Just Dance with my mom. So that was a good day. But then, after I got out of the shower and I was relaxing in the living room, something triggered me and I got a migraine. I felt that weird staticky, heavy, vice grip type of feeling near the back of my skull. And I'm like, oh no. But this time I didn't get the visual distortion. I just had that weird feeling and the numbness in my hand, and I'm like, oh great. Here we go. Normally I take Imitrex, but I ran out. I thought I had one more, but I miscalculated. So I'm going to have to call my doctor and get a refill on that. But normally I'll go for Imitrex as soon as I know it's coming. And if it's really bad, I will follow up with Excedrin. But last night, I had good comfort food, which was my mom's homemade turkey soup, made from the leftover turkey. And I had some peppermint tea, a glass of white Zinfandel wine, and a lot of water. And all that combined seemed to really work. Thankfully, my migraine pain only reached a 6 at its worst. And normally my migraine pain hits like an 8 or a 9 out of 10. And I feel like dying. But I think the combination of everything I tried last night kept it from getting worse. So I was thankful for that. But I'm hopeful to find an even more effective treatment for when the next one hits. My point in making this video was to let you guys know, hey, I deal with stress headaches and migraines. I know what works for me, and I thought I would share with you guys what works for me in case it might help you. And if you guys have any remedies that help you, feel free to leave them in the comments section because I would like to try other remedies. Usually a single drink works for my stress headaches. But if there are any other remedies out there that work for you guys, I would like to try them myself. Because alcohol is expensive. And I don't want to be dependent on that every single time if I can use cheaper methods to control my headaches. If you guys have never had a headache or a migraine, be thankful. I'm jealous of you. My dad is one of those people. He's never had a headache, so he doesn't understand what it means. And so I'm very jealous of all the people like that. If you're one of those people, be thankful. Do not ever take that for granted. Because when you have a headache, you're incapacitated and you can't really do much. And if you have a migraine, it's 10 times worse. Like I said, it's like a headache is a miniature Doberman pinscher who's trying to eat your legs. And a migraine is a rabid Rottweiler trying to eat your face. That's the best comparison I could think of right now. Since last night's migraine, I'm feeling some residual wooziness. I ended up needing 2 Excedrin today, and I'm hopeful that my migraine will not return. But I'm going to take it easy today. There are a couple chores I do need to get done because I've been putting them off. And after all I did yesterday, then the migraine setting in, I couldn't finish all I had to set to do. So I'm going to try and do that. So I will not be live streaming tonight. I'm just going to take it easy. I just wanted to get this video done while I was thinking about it. Again, in the comment section, describe to me what your migraine or headache experiences are like and what helps you. And I hope you guys have a good rest of the day. I plan on live streaming Tuesday. Me, my friend Okie Dokie Bro, and another friend, we're gonna hit the reptile house to see all the cute reptiles. And then after that, we're gonna come back to my house and we're gonna do live scam baiting again. So stay tuned. I will announce on Twitter when we'll be heading over to my place, so that'll give you guys some time to log in or whatnot if you're not busy. But the plan we have set is to start our live stream loosely around 2 or 2:30. So stay tuned, I'll keep you posted. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being so supportive of me. I appreciate all you guys. Have a good day.